welcome to a new reading week, a new reading vlog, a really off-kilter yellow lighting because it is super dark outside and I had to turn the lights on. Hello, happy Monday. It is a new reading week and this one's gonna be a fun one because I am going to try and vlog every day, little tidbits here and there as I read because I have been reading Needful Things by Stephen King and I am currently on 232. I have been powering through this bad boy. I have been loving it. One of my favorite things that Stephen King does is he takes a town of people and turns them all into our little playthings, and we get to learn about them and watch everything unravel through the entire town, not just like one character or whatnot. It's like an entire town. It's a cast of characters. I'm loving it. There's a supernatural element that I'm totally like confused by. I don't know what I was gonna say there. Confounded, but that's a Harry Potter term, so I don't think we should really use that. But it's totally intriguing me and I can't wait to see what happens. But I also, A, really need to read this book, and B, am very intrigued by what I'm hearing from members of the Cozy Bookshop Reads, and I'm gonna go ahead and just table this for a hot minute and read A Simple Favor by Darcy Bell. I'm hearing some interesting, I've been really intrigued by this book for a while now, and seeing the teaser trailers and all of that for the movie coming in and out on my TV screen has just made me really want to pick it up. And I've been thinking about putting the Stephen King novel down for a little bit. I wanted to like start fresh, and you'll see why I think I can like read vlog this good stuff. Because I'm gonna start a new reading week with a new book, table the Stephen King. Other people have said they've read this really fast in just a couple of sittings. I think I can too, but I've also heard some not so good things about it, like that it's not even anywhere near what we all thought it was gonna be. So I'm really intrigued. So long story short, I've got a couple more things to do. I've got to make dinner, and then I'm starting A Simple Favor by Darcy Bell tonight. And I am going to just continuously check in with you guys and kind of do a rolling read with me. And we'll see what happens. Hopefully this works out well. I don't have a very busy week this week, so I should be able to update like fairly regularly within this week. So I know like last week was kind of off and then we did a couple 2 weeks long. So anywho's, that is my update for now. I will talk to you guys a little bit later on and let you know what my update and what I'm thinking and how I'm feeling when I start reading. Hi guys, happy Tuesday. Okay, I think we're good. Full transparency, only read 6 pages of A Simple Favor last night because I got super sick. Like nauseous to my stomach, super sick. So no bueno for that, but I'm feeling better. I'd hoped to get some reading done this morning, but alas, it didn't happen. So here we are, 5:21 p.m. on Tuesday afternoon. I'm just now getting a chance to read and my child is turning the chair on me. Sorry about that. So far I am very intrigued. The story starts out with a series of blog posts, so I'm just interested to see where everything kind of starts to head and what happens. I'm hoping to get a lot of reading done tonight into tomorrow. We are supposed to get hit with some crazy hurricane rain system. Super unprepared. Not super unprepared, like we've got water and such, but I really just don't really know too much about it from just what I pick up from the weather forecast once a day. We're not in any sort of evacuation zone, so that's why I'm not like super worried. I think we're gonna have some power outages. We're gonna have, you know, possibly some down trees. I know some areas around us will have some flooding, but we're not in an evacuation zone as of now, so that's comforting, right? That's a comforting thing. So I'll keep you guys posted on that too. This week is turning out to be loads of fun. A new book, a hurricane, good times, right? So yeah, that's my update for now. It's been all over the place. I'm in kind of a weird mood, but I really want to read and get a decent chunk of A Simple Favor read tonight, because I am so, like, I cannot tell you guys how intrigued I am about this book. Like, I really, my youngest son's throwing toys down the stairs. I really, like, I keep seeing the commercials come on TV and I keep going, and the thought, oh, that sounded big. Maybe I should go tend to that. Okay, so now that I've handled that. So I keep seeing the movie trailer, and it keeps like, I keep wanting to be like, oh my gosh, like, what is this book? I'm so interested. But then I keep hearing somebody from our book club. Toy just went back down the stairs. I keep getting someone from our book club, what she said about the book keeps going through my mind. So I really just want to read it and find out what is the real story? What is the 411 throwback there? What is the 411 about this book? So yeah, I'll keep you guys posted as I start to actually read tonight. I'll update you guys later. Good morning. I figured this morning we would do another little chat books while I make my tea and my breakfast and all that stuff. So yeah, multitasking at its finest over here. So I got a new tea kettle. It's actually kind of a funny story as to what happened. I'll leave a link down to a blog post that I wrote about it on my personal blog about what happened, but basically I burned out the interior of my old tea kettle and ruined it. So new tea kettle, I'm not complaining, it's a beautiful one. So I have to make sure I know how to use it though, because this is the first time that I'm actually using the new tea kettle. There you go. Oops, wrong burner. We just almost had a repeat because I almost just heated the wrong burner, so we're gonna pretend like that did not happen. This morning I am gonna make my standard morning cup, which is the signature and a Scottish breakfast blend combined together. Sometimes I use our own breakfast blend combined in. They're both about the same. I just have some open Scottish breakfast, so I'm gonna try and use that up. I prep my morning cup using my little teapot. I mean, it's a pretty standard teapot, but this is like the perfect amount for that first cup. So I am gonna do that now. And let me go get my tea and then I'll chat A Simple Favor by Darcy Belle. So I am about 50 pages in. I am right under some light. Let me see if I can change that. Okay, so I'm about 50 pages in to A Simple Favor by Darcy Belle, and I will be completely honest, I'm a little underwhelmed right now. I don't hate it or dislike it, and I will say I had a little bit of like a, I don't know, like a tip off as to one of the major themes of the book, and it didn't put me off the book, but it made me hyper aware of that theme in the book. But I am just really intrigued. I feel like, but also I don't know, I'm conflicted because I'm like super intrigued by the book, the premise, everything like that, but at the same time I am kind of unsure as to what the timeline is. So we're told the story in a series of blog posts and then text and then blog posts, and I think that's just kind of how it continues on. Problem is, the text makes the timeline, it's just a different timeline, I guess you could say. I feel a little bit like, I feel like the text part is making it seem like weeks and weeks and weeks have passed, but in reality it's only been a shorter period of time, and she hasn't known, like, I don't know, there's something about the timeline that's kind of not sitting right, and I don't know if that's just my personal perception of reading it or if that is just a general thing. I don't know. I'm about to post in my book club group on Facebook and talk about it a little bit, because I'm intrigued as to if I'm the only person who's like having a weird time with the timeline or if that's kind of across the board. Otherwise, I mean, I just feel very meh about it. I'm trying not to let that continue on. Like, I'm trying to keep an open mind with it because I don't want my like initial disappointment and my initial thoughts to potentially affect what could be a really good book. So that's kind of where I'm at. I just don't really know what to say about it because I feel like it's just very average right now with a couple almost below average issues that I'm having. So it's kind of a weird place to be in with a book. I haven't been in this kind of place in a while where I'm just kind of like, I guess the thing is though, like, okay, so I was with Americana, I really struggled for the first 100 pages. This is the most recent one that I can kind of, I can't even compare the two. But even though I struggled with the first 100 pages, the writing and the story of Americana was still good. And I feel like the writing and the storytelling is not, I don't know. I feel like I'm gonna be so let down by this book. That's just like my initial gut feeling, is that I'm gonna be just so let down with this book, and that bugs me so much. So much. But we will just see. I'm not gonna lie, like, I got to a point last night where I was like, what the hell? Like, really? And I think, I don't know, I just have a feeling I'm gonna be so let down by this book. And it's sitting in the living room on his little couch reading. I get really excited because he's a very active child, so I get really excited when he just sits down and reads a book. It does whistle. Anybody who wants to get a Le Creuset tea kettle, I can assure you it whistles. That was nice, very nice. Good morning! Welcome to another edition of Mia Cooks and Talks About Books, because apparently that's the only free time I have anymore. So sorry if that's not really your jam. I'm just trying to roll with what is going on this week. So with that being said, I'm gonna go get breakfast started and then I'll come check in with you guys and let you know where I'm at with my reading, as my eggs are cooking and my kettle is boiling. By the way, I'm really loving this new kettle. It is fantastic. It's beautiful. It boils water adequately. Like, loving it. It was worth it 100%. I think I already mentioned this in this vlog. I'll leave my little story, my lighthearted short story about that below for you, or I'll leave it linked below for you to read. All about my nightmare of tea kettles. Okay, so now the bulk of that is done and I'm just prepping my teapot. Figured now's probably the time that I want to chat with you guys. So, a simple favor. I am going to be completely honest and just throw out there that I am almost halfway through the book. I say almost. I think halfway is like 150 pages. I'm at 125, 130. So I feel like I'm far enough into the story where I feel very comfortable saying that I'm just hate reading it now. I am not a fan. I cannot stand Stephanie. She's obsessive. First of all, like before we even get into all of it, she's obsessive. I have learned that I can't stand a couple things in characters. And it's not even the obsessiveness, because I get that. I can get an obsession. I can get behind an obsession. What I can't get behind is a weak-spined character. I can't get behind a character who is incestuous, because that is just disturbing on so many levels to me. Who chooses, not even like obviously there's some instances that it's like okay, like not okay, but that I'm not as fazed by, I guess you could say. But in this case, no thank you on so many levels. And I can't. I can't. I pretty much just hate reading it now. I'll be completely honest. Like, it is not impressing me. There's nothing about it that I even remotely care for. You know, I thought that this was marketed, and my understanding of it was that it was a thriller with some romantic aspects. So I was like, okay. And I go into reading it, and you're like reading it and reading it, and within 2 pages of the actual text, so not like blog post text, but like our actual character's brain and narration, within 2 pages they're already talking about an incestuous relationship. No thank you. Like, they're completely out the window. I was really excited actually up until we got to Stephanie's actual in her brain narration and voice, and I was at that point I was like, what? And this whole book, it just makes me go, what? And you know, I try not to judge characters, just like I try not to judge people. I completely forgot my eggs were over here. That was good. Good start. Good starts. Okay, so I try not to judge characters. Just like I don't judge people, or I try not to judge people, but I will be 100% honest, I'm totally judging. Totally. So yeah, that's my thoughts. Another thing I want to touch on is I don't get the timeline at all, because they make it seem like it's been this really long time period at certain points, and in reality it hasn't been that long. And I don't know if that's because she's jumping around and giving backstory, so it's making it so you're reading so much and it's making it seem longer, or if she's just not, the author is just not clearly articulating the timeline. I don't really know, but I think it's another thing that's just making me very disappointed in this book. It is a very big, like, it was so hyped and I was so thrilled, like so excited. Well, and the weird thing is, like, it's getting so much attention, but I'm seeing a lot of people are actually kind of like, I don't really get it, like I don't get why this is getting attention, and I'm kind of in that boat. Like, I don't understand. And then like even the movie, like I see the movie trailers for it, and even the movie is being marketed as a thriller. I'm not really getting thriller from this so far. Maybe it will be, maybe it won't be. I feel like it's getting to be very predictable. Like, what I thought was gonna happen 50 pages in is happening at 125, 130 pages in. We're starting to get signs of that happening, so not impressed. Wow, while we were chatting and I was forgetting about everything, the kettle whistled and everything is ready for me to consume. I'm using this. Look at this beautiful mug. Like, I just gotta share. Like, how pretty is that? I found it at TJ Maxx. Yeah, TJ Maxx. Good place for mugs. I promise you, if you're a mug collector, go to TJ Maxx. Go to Home Goods. They have a wide variety. I'm sure you're gonna find something you like. You probably already know that if you're a mug collector, but if you're not and you're looking for some cute mugs, that's where you go. I have to get a lot of writing done today, this morning, and I still have work this afternoon. And we have a hurricane. Like, we're not getting hit directly with the hurricane, but we're getting like the outer bounds of the hurricane, the outer bands of the hurricane. So there's gonna be a lot of rain coming our way, which is perfect reading weather. I'm hoping to wrap this book up fairly quickly in the next couple days and then go back to Needful Things by Stephen King. And now I feel like this update was all over the place and I need to wrap things up so I can go take care of my kids. I will check in with you guys a little bit later on. Good morning! It is Saturday morning and I have a lot to talk about. So this is gonna be a little bit long, so go get a cup of tea. In fact, I need to go get a cup of tea. I didn't think this one through. Okay, we're all gonna go get a cup of tea and then come back and we're gonna chat for a minute. There we go. All right, I've got my tea, just the standard signature and breakfast, you know, just my huge, and let's chat. Why don't we? I am on 226. I think this is only 300 pages long, so I really don't have, yeah, 295. So I don't have like all that much to go left. Here are my thoughts, because I wanted to do this before I finish the book, because we're at the point where everything like has come out for the most part. Like the big shocking twist has happened and all of that. So I just want to break it down for you, break down the characters. Basically, we follow 3 points of view by the end of this book. Well, by the start of part 3. Part 3 starts with the husband's point of view. Let's talk characters, because I feel like a lot of this hinges on the fact that we follow Stephanie, who is a weak-spined, I'm even gonna go so far as to say self-centered, obsessive woman. Then we've got Emily, who is a dominating, selfish as all get out, like shallow person, and I'm not quite sure what to think of the husband yet, because like I said, we just got to the, I feel like I'm fuzzy. Am I fuzzy? I hope I'm not fuzzy. If I am, I'm really sorry. And then I haven't got to the husband's point of view yet, so we'll see. And I've only determined those things by their points of view, by the voices in their head that they're narrating. Also, Stephanie's a liar, and that really irritates me and like drives me up a wall. Like, what she puts out there is not, anyway. And so I'm not really a fan of the characters. Not a fan of the characters. The plot and the storyline has been incredibly predictable, except for one little thing that like I kind of figured there was something in it. I'm trying not to give spoilers away because I know there's a movie coming out. I don't want to ruin it for anybody. But anyway, so the storyline has been predictable. Like pretty much everything that I've thought was gonna happen from the first like couple chapters has happened. The whole sex part of it was like super unnecessary at all. I feel like the author maybe thought that she didn't have enough when it came to the thriller part of it, which she totally could have gone into that a little bit differently. So anyway, so the whole like sex and relationship drama bit is not even close. The backstory that she provided was not necessary by any means. And finally, what I wanted to say before I finish this book is it was made for a movie. Like, this is quite clearly a movie plot. And so I think personally at this point, the movie is actually going to be really good. And I think I would have preferred to just watch the movie and not read the book. I think I still might see the movie because, like I said, I think this would be a really good movie. Like, it's definitely like a Lifetime Movie Network or Major Motion Picture Network, whatever you want to call it, type of storyline. So I feel like it's good for that. It was just, it's not a book that I would recommend. I would actually probably recommend going and seeing the movie because I have heard nothing but good things about the movie. So that's where I'm at. I've got about 75-ish pages to go. And then I'll check in with you guys later. I've got the day to myself, and bless him, my hero, time and time again, is taking our boys out to go do some stuff with them, leaving me in the house by myself for a few hours. When they get back, it'll probably be lunchtime and then nap time, so I get pretty much all day to myself. Like, what is this? And I'm really looking forward to it. I think I'm gonna pop some movies in. I'm gonna finish A Simple Favor and dive right back into Needful Things, and I will just take you guys along with me and update y'all as the day goes on and as my reading progresses. So I will check in with you guys after I finish A Simple Favor. Ooh, it is like 11:30. No big deal. It's quiet. Everyone's gone. It's just me. I am a little bit slap happy over that because it hasn't been just me in the house in a couple years on a weekend with nothing else to do. So I'm taking full advantage of that. Okay, so anyway, reading update for you. I just finished A Simple Favor. I give it a 2.5 out of 5 stars. I have so many thoughts and opinions on this book, and I can't articulate them all. I'm not a fan. I will say, I feel like it is much more suited to be a movie, so I think the movie will be really good, and I'm actually kind of intrigued to watch the movie. But as far as it being a book, it was not good. I would not recommend it, to be completely honest. I didn't like any of our main characters. I didn't like the backstory that was given to one of our main characters, and honestly, I found the backstory given to one of those characters was like completely unnecessary. It did nothing to the story. Like, I don't know why the author even included it. It wasn't even relevant. Like, there was nothing, no reason for it. So anyway, that's my update for now. I'm gonna go pick up Needful Things again, I think, by Stephen King. I want to read a couple hundred more pages of it this weekend still. It's still really early. It's still really early, so I want to read a couple hundred more pages of it this weekend. If I get to a point where I feel like I can just continue on and finish it within the next few days, I will probably do that. Otherwise, I don't know, I might pick up another book again like I did this past week and just kind of supplement in between, but we'll see. We'll see. I'm gonna update you guys before then. But for now, I'm gonna go pick up that book and get some reading done. I forgot to add to my little spiel about A Simple Favor. As a mom, I hated this book. As a mom, I don't understand how the hell any of it happened, what the hell happened, why you would do that, none of it. Just wanted to add that in there. I also, as a mom who has a personal blog, no thank you, Stephanie. No thank you. And now I'm gonna get back to reading Needful Things. But I had to throw that in there because I can't believe I forgot about that. like 2 o'clock in the afternoon now. Still an empty house. I'm like super impressed. I thought I'd give you a little reading update because I've been reading like crazy because I haven't gotten this time in so long, and I know it's coming to an end, so I'm trying to take full advantage of it. I am on page 389 of Needful Things, and shit's getting real. Excuse my language, I don't know if I can cuss, but the story is like, it's getting real. We're starting to get those like gut punches that Stephen King likes to throw. I'm trying to find the TV remote. Hold on. We're starting to get the gut punches that Stephen King likes to throw into his books, and I'm living for it. I am super creeped out, but super 100% into the story. I don't think I'm gonna be able to put it down till I finish it, and I actually think I'm gonna kind of zoom through the rest of it. If things continue to work out for me, I think I might just zoom through the rest of this book, which would be incredible. So that's where I'm at right now. I'm gonna sign off of here, go make another cup of tea, and continue reading. Hi guys, so it's Sunday, like evening, afternoon time period. I'm currently making dinner, or at least prepping dinner. We're not making it yet. But I wanted to do a real quick update for you guys as well as close the week out. I am on like page 520 something of Needful Things by Stephen King. This weekend in terms of reading has kind of shocked me because I've read like 300 pages in the weekend, which is like mind-boggling to me considering I haven't done that since I think my 24 and 48 hour readathon was the last time I read that many pages. So I am just gonna power through. I'm about halfway through, so that's where I'm at. And thank you guys so much for watching this week, and tune in to next week because I think I'm gonna be finishing Needful Things this next week. I'll talk to you soon.